On October 21st, IBJ unveils the 2025 Women of Influence. Join us to celebrate Indy's most inspiring leaders and hear the powerful stories behind their success. Don't miss this moment. Register now at ibj.com/influence2025.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Wednesday, October 1st, 2025. I'm Gary Dick. California-based Plug and Play joined leaders from Indiana University on Tuesday to launch the IU Lab Life Tech Accelerator near downtown Indianapolis. The accelerator is designed to support up to 40 life sciences startups annually with access to mentors, workshops, and corporate partners. Plug and Play bills itself as an innovation platform that connects startups with key people and is partnering with IU, Indiana University Health, and BioCrossroads to advance life science innovation, says founder and CEO Saeed Amidi.
We feel this combination of Indiana University, IU Lab, Eli Lilly's headquarters right here, it's magic. We think magic could happen if we can get everybody to collaborate together.
Amazon is planning to establish a 1 million square foot fulfillment center and add hundreds of jobs in Greenfield. The company declined to specify its financial investment in the project, but said the Hancock County facility will utilize advanced technology to process packages daily. The announcement comes less than a month after Amazon opened an 800,000 square foot fulfillment center in Elkhart that is expected to ultimately employ about 1,000 workers. As Google withdraws its plans in Indianapolis, another major data center project in central Indiana is getting even bigger. Earlier this week, Morgan County officials gave a preliminary green light for an unnamed developer to rezone an additional 158 acres near the town of Monrovia for data center use. The project is slated to see $1 billion worth of investment. From the state's number one source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Our Innovate Indiana series is on the move in October. Join us for Innovate Southern Indiana in New Albany, October 1st. Innovate South Bend Elkhart in South Bend, October 14th. And Innovate South Central Indiana in Bloomington, October 24th. The Innovate series is presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. Each location will feature a powerful afternoon of ideas, innovation, and insight, and what's next for each region. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Purdue University will abruptly end a statewide initiative to help more than 13,000 low-income Indiana students go to college after it was targeted in the Trump administration's campaign against diversity, equity, and inclusion.
The Trump administration canceled a $34.9 million federal grant to Purdue for Gear Up, a federally funded program to boost college readiness and access. The program, which provides after-school mentoring and college prep programs in 10 districts across the state, shut down Tuesday. The grant was awarded last year and expected to continue through 2031, according to a 2024 press release from Purdue's College of Education. It was the sixth largest federal grant in university history, according to Purdue. In a September 12th termination letter, the U.S. Education Department said Purdue's grant application conflicted with federal civil rights law and the department's policy of prioritizing merit, fairness, and excellence in education. The Education Department wrote that the Purdue program was inconsistent with and no longer effectuates the best interest of the federal government and described elements of the proposal as an inappropriate use of federal funds. Alex Brown, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Members of United Auto Workers Local 5 have ratified a new contract with South Bend-based AM General. The union has about 400 members of the company's Mishawaka manufacturing campus, which builds the Humvee and next-generation Joint Light Tactical Vehicle for the U.S. military. The new contract, the union said in a news release, gives members a 12% wage increase over 3 years, a large pension increase, and significant progress in reversing what it calls a complicated tiered pay system. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.
I'm Tiffany Souter, mom of four, wife, entrepreneur, and host of the Life of And podcast. For years, I built my life with brute force, a successful business, a growing family, and absolutely zero margin. I was tired, snappy, and felt constantly behind, and I was too afraid to admit it. Everything changed when I stopped trying to do more and started building systems that actually worked for my real life. If you too are craving more peace, more presence, and just more time for you, I'd love for you to join me on the Life of And. Subscribe now on your favorite podcast app or listen at ibjpodcast.com.
Thanks for listening to this IBJ Media podcast. You're probably going to remember this ad. Do you know why? Podcast advertising works. 85% of listeners recalled hearing an ad during a podcast, and 70% of podcast listeners have acted after hearing an ad. So whether you're looking to be heard across the entire IBJ Media Podcast Network, sponsor one of our shows, or just start with a 30-second ad, IBJ Media can help. Contact advertise at ibj.com to learn more.